Hi everybody and welcome to Room 9, our region's largest classroom. My name is Miss St. Louis and I'm a teacher at Rogers Elementary School in the Mehlville School District, and we are located in South St. Louis County. Today I'm going to be teaching a math lesson for students in grades pre-K through 2nd, but all learners are welcome to join us. So let's get started. This morning we're going to start off with a little bit of subitizing. Now, subitizing means that I can quickly identify the numbers in a set without counting. So that's the end goal. We might need to count in the beginning, but the goal at the end is to be able to just look at a picture and know how many objects there are. So what does that look like? Well, I have these handy little cards, and on these cards there are pictures. There's strawberries, there's popsicles, there's basketballs, all sorts of different things. And I'm going to show you the pictures on the card. Your job is to figure out how many objects there are. Now, it doesn't matter the color of the objects. It doesn't matter where they're located on the card. Our goal is to figure out how many objects there are. Are you ready to try? All right, here's our first card. We see some strawberries. How many strawberries do you see on this card? That's right. There's 3 strawberries. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Let's try another. All right, here's some basketballs. How many basketballs do you see on this card? Very good. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys are pretty good at this. All right, let's try with some softballs. How many softballs are on this card? Very good. Now this card's a little bit tricky, but there are a few different ways you can see it. You can count each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You could have also seen that there are 2 rows, a row up here and a row down here. And in each row, there are 4 softballs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you add 4 plus 4, you get 8. Now, some of you may have also looked at it with columns, and columns go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 columns, and in each column, there's 1, 2 softballs. So you may have used some skip counting skills and skip counted. 2, 4, 6, 8. No matter how you looked at the card, we all get the same answer. Let's try another one. Oh, here's some more strawberries. How many strawberries do you see on this card? Awesome! There are 4 strawberries. And again, you could have seen it in many different ways. You could have seen 3 and added on 1 more to make 4. You could have counted each one. 1, 2, 3, 4. All excellent ways. All right, here are some popsicles. How many popsicles do you see on this card? Awesome, there's 6 popsicles. You guys are getting really good at this. All right, let's try another one. Oop, here's some goldfish. How many goldfish do you see on this card? Very good, there are 6 goldfish, right? We see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, and 1 more on the bottom makes 6. Excellent. Ooh, here's some dots. How many dots do you see here? Awesome, there are 9 dots. We see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dots. Now you could have also used your skip counting skills because we see that there's 3 in each column. There's also 3 in each row. So this shape's actually a perfect square. And if we used our skip counting skills, we could count 3, 6, 9. Very good. All right. How about these dots? How many do you see here? Very good. There are 7 dots. We could count each one, but I know that I see a group of 5 right here. And I see that 5 often when I look at a dice. That's what 5 looks like on a dice. So I see my 5, and then I'm going to count on the rest of my dots. 5, 6, 7. 7 dots in all. All right, what about our next one? Here's some more goldfish. How many goldfish do you see here? Very good. There are 10 goldfish. We see 1, 2 rows, and in each row there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goldfish. So if we skip counted, we could say 5, 10 to show a total 10 goldfish. All right, what about this one? How many do you see here? Very good. You know, I saw this earlier. We said earlier that there were 9 dots already. So if I take my 9 and I count on one more, 9, 10, I have 10 dots in all. All right, how about this one? How many do you see here? Very good. All right, so we see that we have 2 different groups of dots. A group over here with 1, 2, 3, 4, and a group over here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can count them, each one, or I can count on. I can start with my 6 and say 7, 8, 9, 10. No matter how you do it, we're gonna come up with 10. All right, last one, are you ready? Here's some crayons. How many crayons do you see on the card? Very good, there are 6 crayons. I can count each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can count the red crayons and then the blue crayons and add them together, but either way, I'm gonna come up with 6. Now, subitizing is a great way to start recognizing patterns in numbers. So I know that I have these cards here, but you can make your own at home. What you can do is you can cut up pieces of paper and you can draw different shapes on your cards and different numbers. So this one has 2. This one has some purple dots, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 purple dots. You can also use stickers if you have stickers at home. So this one I did with some different stickers, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on this one. Or here's some stars, and there's 3 there. Or even some little penguins. And this one has how many? That's right. This one has 5. So you can make your own cards at home and practice recognizing those numbers, because subitizing is an awesome skill that we use every single day. So are you ready to get started with today's lesson? Let's go. All right, guys. So in today's lesson, we're going to be talking all about numbers. And our goal statement for the day is I can represent the number of objects with a written number. So what that means, let's look at this. Represent, that means that I'm going to be showing off a number of objects with something written down. I'm going to be writing something down, representing some objects with a written number. So let's give that a shot. But before we get into looking at some objects, let's go over our written numbers. Okay? We start with 1. Then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to stop there, but we could keep counting and going on forever and ever, but we're going to take a stop at 10. So today we're going to use these written numbers to represent a group of objects. So The groups of objects that we're going to be using today are cubes. And I have some colorful cubes here with me today. So, let's look at our first set. How many cubes do you see here? That's right, there's one cube. If I was going to count my cubes, I have one. So I can represent that one with a written number. So if I wanted to, I could draw my picture. Here's my cube. And how many are there? One. So I'm going to write my written number. Now, I could also write the word for one. So the word for one is spelled O-N-E. One. Very good. Let's look at another one. We'll draw a line. How many objects do you see now in my set? Very good. There's one, two. Two objects in my set. So I'm going to draw my picture. I have one cube on top of one cube. Okay. And how many did we say there were? There's one, two. Very good. So I'm going to write my number 2. Now, if I wanted to spell the number 2, 2 is T-W-O. 2. All right, let's try another one. How many do you see now? Here's a new set. How many are there? Very good, there's 3. 1, 2, 3. So to represent mine, I'm going to start by drawing a picture. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to write my number 3. And then I'm going to write the word 3. 3 is T-H-R-E-E. 3. Very good. Give yourself a pat on the back. Awesome. All right. You ready to get a little bit tougher with some bigger numbers? All right. How many do you see in this set? Very good. There's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 objects in this set. So I can start by drawing my picture. I lost my marker. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to write my number next. The number 4. And then I'm going to spell it. 4. F-O-U-R. Let's try another one. How many objects do you see in this set? Very good. There are 5 objects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent job. So we can write the number 5. We're going to draw our picture. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to write the number 5. And we're going to spell the number 5. 5 is F-I-V-E. So here we can see that we can represent numbers in a few different ways. I can look at this set of numbers and I can write the number, the written number. I can also write it with a word. Now, the reason that we want to know our words and how to spell our numbers is so that if we're ever reading a book or we're reading a recipe and they write it out using the word, we can recognize it there as well. You ready to try one more? Let's do it. How many objects do you see here? Let me bring it a little closer. How many do you see? Very good, there are 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 objects in this set. So let's see. Let's look at the number 10. Now the number 10 is a 1 and then a 0. Okay, and we spell that as T-E-N. 10. So 10 is the number of objects in this set. So I can use these numbers and the word to represent what I see. Got it? Good, let's keep going. All right, let's talk about this number here, 10. 10 objects, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When we write the number 10, we write it as a 1 and a 0. Why do you think we might do that? Well, let's talk about the two different numbers. When we talk about a two-digit number, like 10, okay, this number is 2 digits. A digit's a number, so we have the digit 1 and the digit 0. Each one is in its own place, and each place has a value. Value is how much something is worth. So when we think of value, an easy way to think of it is about money, right? When you find a penny is worth 1 cent. When you find a quarter is worth 25 cents. It has a value of 25 cents. So each place has a value, how much it's worth. So this 0 is in the ones place. So it's worth a value of a 1. So if I have a 2 in the ones place, that means that I have 2 of something, right? I have 2 of them. 1, 2. But when I come over here to my tens place, right? Each number in the tens place has a value, a worth of 10. So right now I have 1, 10. So that's one of these guys. I have one of them. So it's 1, 10, and I don't have any extra little pieces, so that's a 0. So that's our 10. But let's say that I have this stack. How many cubes do you see in this stack? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have this number 13 here. Well, that's more than my ones, so I'm gonna look for groups of 10 first. How many groups of 10 do I have? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna break that 10 off, and I'm gonna separate them. So right now I have 1, 10, and some extra ones. How many extra ones do I have? That's right, there's 3 of these guys. Let's change that. So I have 3 right here. 3 ones and a group of 10. So 1, 10, and 3 ones is the number 13. I have 13 blocks in all. All right, let's try another one. All right. I have this long stick. All right, so our first step is to figure out how many groups of 10 we have. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boop, and I'm gonna break it off. I have a group of 10. All right, let's see if I can make another group of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have enough to make another group of 10, do I? No. So right now, here are my groups. How many groups of 10 do I have? That's right. I have one group of 10. How many extra ones do I have? How many extra cubes? Very good. There are 5 extra cubes. So I have one group of 10 and 5 extra ones. That gives me 15 cubes. Very good. So the number 15 is represented as 1, 5. And that stands for 1 10 and 5 ones. All right, let's keep going. All right, you ready for a big long one? How many cubes do you think I have here? Whew. All right, well, you know what we gotta do first? Find a group of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boop. Keep counting, see if we can make another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have another group of 10. Wow. All right, so let's see. How do I write this number? All right, let's start. I have 2 groups of 10. So I'm going to put a 2 for my 10s. I have 2 10s. 2 of these guys, 2 10s. Do I have any extra little ones left over? No, not on this one. So I'm going to put a 0 here. So I have 2 10s and 0 ones. So in all, I have 20 blocks. So I can check that by counting them. I can put them back together and I can count them. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. In all, I have 20 blocks, and we write the number at 20 as 2, 0. And that means that we have 2 10s and 0 1s. Making sense? Let's try another one. All right. Even longer. First step, let's break it into 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I have some extra little guys left over. So here's what it looks like. I've got these 2 sticks of 10 and 2 extra little guys. So how would we write this? Well, I already have my 2 10s. That's these guys. But I have some extras. How many extra ones do I have? That's right, 2. So I'm going to change this. And I'm going to write the number 22. Okay, that means that I have 2 10s and 2 1s. Okay, 2 groups of 10 and 2 extra ones, 22. So when you look at a group of objects and you see that there's 2 numbers, right? We now know that that the number in the tens place stands for the amount of 10s that I have. Because I could keep going. I can have hundreds places. I can have thousands places. I can have millions places. The numbers keep growing and keep getting bigger. And every number has a value. It's worth something. So we know that when we look at the number 22, it's not worth 2 2s. It's worth 20 and 2 more, right? It's worth all of this. Pretty cool, huh? I thought so. So let's look back at our goal statement that we had at the beginning today. Our goal statement said, I can represent the number of objects with a written number, okay? And we talked about how representing is a way to show something off, right? When you represent something, you show it off. So we're showing off a group of blocks using numbers, right? We're writing the number to show off the group of something. So do you think that we were able to achieve our goal today? I think we were, right? We can look at a group of objects now like this. How many objects do you see here? That's right, there's 5. And we can take this number and we can represent it using a number, right? We use this skill every single day in our life, and it's really important. So as you go around your house and as you go around outside, practice counting different objects and writing down the number so that you see. You think you can do that? I think you can too. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so glad that you were here. I know that you tried your best, and we'll see you again next time. Bye, guys.